Hi Geminis, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. And this week we're doing What is My Ex Thinking? Let's find out. If you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, we're going to do this a little bit different. You're going to watch me I'm going to do 3 shuffles. I've already shuffled several times, but I'm going to do 3 shuffles so that you can see that I know how to really shuffle. I grew up with cards. And then I cut, and I have my 3-part cut. Let's get started. We're going to have 2 parts to the reading. First part, then second part. And here we go. For Geminis. Let's get that up here where you can see it. For Geminis. What is my ex thinking? What is my ex thinking? Ooh. Okay. The overall energy of your reading, Geminis, is the 10 of Pentacles. This is all about commitment, security, stability, family, home. This surrounds the whole reading. Now let's find out why. Up here in your highest energy, this is what you're doing right now. You took all those cups of love, you have a lot of them, and it's a 9 of Cups, and you put them on a shelf behind you. And you're just kind of guarding them. You're like, oh, I'm not just handing these out freely, you know. So right now you're just kind of guarding those cups. It sits right next to the 7 of Pentacles in your highest energy. The 7 of Pentacles is right above that 10 of Pentacles. This is one of the reasons why that 10 of Pentacles is the surrounding energy. You waited and waited. Nothing ever came to fruition. You really wanted things to turn out like the 10 of Pentacles. This is one of the best cards in the deck. You were really hoping for this, and you waited and waited and waited for that 10 cups of love, which is also in your highest energy. To have a family, to share the love, not to have to put it on a shelf, but that's where you find yourself right now. So these are beautiful cards, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. But it looks like you were in a state of waiting forever, and it just wasn't happening. So under the 9 here of Cups, putting your love on a shelf behind you, there is that love. You have a giant cup of love here, and you would like to share it with your ex. This is where you were when you were together, okay? You wanted to share it with your ex. You had high expectations, and you actually had a lot of patience in waiting for this to come to fruition. Well, it didn't. On the other side, the 10 of Pentacles here is the 8 of Cups. So somebody walked away from this relationship. That's what this is all about, this 8 of Cups. Walking away from it. It might have been you. It might have been a mutual thing, because this 8 of Cups falls right in the center of the reading, and these cards in the center of the reading, compared to the cards above it and the cards below it, this is how they play out. And so now we're getting into their energy. They have the bottom line here, and they also have the middle line. So let's see what's going on in their minds or in their lives. So we have the Ace of Wands. Wow. This is right below the Ace of Cups right here. They have a huge cup of love for you. They really do. They're thinking about starting a new beginning with you because of the Ace of Wands. That's the highest energy. This card is in their highest energy. This is passion, and this is wanting and thinking about, because I'm doing what are they thinking? They're thinking thinking about a fresh start with you because they have feelings. They're realizing their love for you. I think they're going to reach out. Right next to the Ace of Wands is the Eight of Wands. Reaching out. This is through text, email, Skype, Zoom, Facebook, somehow over, not face to face, but this is, and there's going to be a lot of conversation going on here. They are really, they're getting to their, well, first of all, it's going to be about the commitment. It's going to be about the center energy of this reading, about the Ten of Pentacles, about commitment, stability, security. So expect this. This is a conversation card, and there's going to be back and forth going on, and they're going to start it. It's all because they're worn out. They're down to a frazzle now. They are at a point where they're not going to be able to stand it much longer. Okay, the Nine of Wands. So, yeah, they feel like they've been dragged through the mud. And a lot of this feelings that they're having are their own feelings. So their feelings are coming to the surface. And the next thing you know, they're going to be contacting you. Because this Nine of Wands, that figure is looking right at the Eight of Wands. And that Eight of Wands is right next to the Ace of Wands. A lot of fire, a lot of wands going on there. Jeez. So let's, do it this other way. Do the second half of the reading, and let's find out what else do we need to know about what they're thinking. So far, it looks like they're going to be contacting you about a fresh start, a new beginning. And it also looks like they are realizing their love for you. And this conversation that's going to develop is about commitments and stability and security. Oh my goodness. So Geminis, there you are as the King of Swords. Oh my gosh. Oh my heck. More wands. Queen of Wands. Oh, okay. Let's read the rest of this, Geminis. So, let's start with your highest energy, the King of Swords. Male or female? This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's going to be you, Gemini. And you're on guard because, you split up. You have your sword up. It's about truth and clarity. This is what you need. This is what you seek. It's right next to the Judgment card in your highest energy. There's some sort of lesson coming out of this from the universe. For you, this is in your energy. So lessons are hard from the universe when they're trying to teach you something. And I think all I can see here, if I'm going to try to pick what it is that they're trying to teach you, sometimes I can really pick it out easy. But the only thing that I can really see here is that you kind of let things slide by for a long time. And maybe the ex, male or female, kind of got used to just living that way, being that way in the relationship. I think you might have, you waited for everything to come to fruition, but you might have, there was it's right next to the King of Swords. So there's some kind of truth that you need to realize about yourself, usually, when it's a spiritual lesson, that you are realizing, and you're realizing it, you spend time alone. You are up in your head. You have thoughts that are just zooming in and zooming out, especially at night when you're lying in bed or when you're alone at home and there's no distractions. You are really in your head about the loss of this relationship because, you have a lot of love for them. And how you're handling this separation is by putting your love on the shelf and just kind of guarding it. You put your sword up. It's like, I'm not dealing with anybody. I'm getting, to the bottom of it, to the truth. I won't be fooled. You feel like you've been fooled or something in this relationship. But your judgment comes from here, from this place of darkness, uh, where you've spent a lot of time really pondering and thinking and feeling the pain of the breakup of this relationship. So under the King of Swords is the Two of Swords. So like I said, you were blocking something, not seeing something. You're also in this place right now of not wanting to deal with it. Your sword is up. You got two swords up on the Two of Swords here. And your heart, and they're across, your arms are across your heart. You're guarding your heart. There's a blindfold on this person. So it's like an ostrich, putting their head in the sand. And it's like, I just can't deal with this. It's a little much. But it's sitting right next to the World card. Now, the World card is right under the Judgment card. This is a new cycle. It's a new cycle coming in your life. This is all part of your judgment. I think this is where the universe wants you to go. There's something very important, otherwise a judgment card wouldn't be here, that you need to learn. And it's always best to learn it because the universe will try to teach you over and over and over again. And there's so many people out there. It's like, why do I keep picking the wrong person? Why do I always end up in this situation? Sometimes it's just been a spiritual lesson that you haven't learned. And so you go through it over and over again. So I think this might be the last time that you have to go through this. You do have a new cycle coming in. You are still on the defense. You're still protecting your heart. It's right next to the Ten of Swords. Now, this is good because the Ten of Swords is right under the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is really being in it. And those thoughts, they're almost torturous. It's like, oh my gosh. But the Ten of Swords is about, there's no 11. You can't go any further. They start to drop off. They just start to fall off. So you start to heal and get away from that feeling of the Nine of Swords. So you, and part of your judgment, is moving into a new cycle in your life. Now we're in their energy. I got to tell you, this is what's wearing them out. I really got to tell you this. So they're feeling like they are at their last straw, okay? They have been thinking about this new beginning. They've been thinking about their feelings for you. They are also thinking about that you are their soulmate. They're thinking about sharing a home with you. They're thinking about commitment. This card sometimes represents marriage. But they are thinking about a commitment and spending a life with you. I think they're having regrets about leaving this. It's like a mutual agreement. I don't know. This walking away card is in both your energies. You both walked away from this possible commitment that you've waited so long for, and you're going to talk about it. It's going to be a lot of talking. So this Four of Wands, and this is a divine connection. You see the 1111? It's right under this Two of Swords. They were blocking. They know it. They were blocking moving into this direction. This is where you've been waiting to go. But they were blocking it, not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to see it, keeping everything status quo. It is right next to the Queen of Wands. This is fire energy, male or female. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They might have one of those zodiac signs in their chart, or you might in yours someplace. But more importantly, male or female, like I said, it's that staff that the queen is holding. It's that staff. Did I say that? That the queen is holding? The Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands. They're thinking about a new beginning, a fresh start with you. And this sits right next to that Four of Wands. And on the other side of the Queen of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, another soulmate card. You might have known this person from childhood, but regardless, you've known them from other lives. That's the connection. When you look into each other's eyes, that's the connection. And I see them coming forward with that offer. There's a cup with a flower in it. And that's going to be all part of this conversation. They're going to try to work it out with you. Their hurt, their pain is falling away. They have the Ten of Swords in their energy. They're getting past it. And what I do want to point out, and I forgot to point out because the Queen of Wands is right under the World card, the new cycle. There they are, asking for that new start. Let's start something new. Let's have a new cycle in our lives. Let's move forward. That's what's on their mind. That is what they're thinking, Geminis. Oh my Lord. So thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance.